this lower bracket matchup between Mythic and Strife. And it means the loser here is going to be eliminated from the event. The winner will progress through to the next stage, and Thran, into the pistol round we go.
And here we go. Who's going to kick themselves off in the high gear? It looks like maybe it'll be Strife because they want to go up towards A. Problem being that Lex is the only defender with a smoke and a kit. They've got things in play in case they... Yeah, wait, hold on. I was trying to break down the round, but the only thing that's going to break down is the Mythic defense. They all sprint through B and get 0 kills. Lex, that A defender, now has to go for a 1v5 retake, and I don't think he's going to have any wants in doing so. Maybe he just keeps the kit smoke in the next round. Who knows? Maybe just ninja defuse on the cards. I'm not too sure. Picks up one.
Maybe he 1v5s after a shot like that. That was crispy. But Mythic, they just outplay themselves. They just get way too aggressive. They give too many audio cues away. They come through a narrow choke point, man. They offer themselves up on a silver platter. Everybody knows you don't run through choke points one by one. Strife, they just say, okay, well, we'll just sit here and wait, and they get all the kills. So they pick up the pistol.
It's really interesting because Lex doesn't even hear anything on A. Like, it's not like Strife made footsteps and they were running up through the ramp and Mythic were like, okay, well, let's go through the B stairs to quickly counter them and be quickly on their flank. Lex heard nothing. So I don't necessarily know what the call was. Maybe that was just planned from the start, but damn, they definitely need to rethink that pistol.
Oh. We're going to be seeing Jojo getting aggressive here with Joel's, and it's actually going to be the AK that comes out on top. Got a little bit nerve-wracking for a second. Aggression towards A ramp as well.
So, in this series, Hayes,
yes,
we have seen a CT-sided map in Ancient, Mirage, which honestly, I could say is pretty even. Then, a T-sided map in Vertigo. So far, you know, there's leeway in both sides of the coin. Mythic, though, again, their CT sides, they were fairly lackluster, I want to say. So, don't know if I have that high of an expectation for the defense of Vertigo. It's really going to come down to what they can do on the offensive side of things or on the Mag 7, because Lex is converting one dancing around the backside pillar. Saturn on the Mag 7 or Mag 10 has just walked by him, like completely neglected the fact that he was here. Jules picks up a kill in middle. They know there's still 2 over towards B, so they're just going to turn their head over on A. Problem is, Jules, he falls. Stamina's in a 1v3 to keep themselves in the lead.
Yeah, and Sluggy's heard the audio cues, so he's going to be able to rotate into the A-bomb slide. Not going to actually commit, though, so Stamina should be able to find a plant at the bare minimum. Doesn't realize, unfortunately, the opportunity he's been gifted. Yeah, and he's going to get shut down. The force buy for Mythic works out perfectly, man. They just lock down the defense, right? I mean, a little bit detached, pushing into the B bomb side, it feels like, giving up the opportunity for Lex to find that first pick. No real trade potential coming through, and I'm not sure what happened there with the extra player pushed in, the second player to push into the side. Maybe thinks that Lex isn't going to be re-peeking, but he ends up actually losing his life out anyway. So yeah, Mythic, they get themselves on the board. Solid work coming through from them on the force buy. Strife, they force back in return.
Wonder how well it's going to go, though. Well, I say well, but I wonder how bad this one's going to end up. Mythic, they certainly have one hell of a favoritism coming into this round with Slade already being tagged out with 38. He is cherry on top to it. And J-Dub still finally put a kill on the board for Mythic, even though it's only been 30 seconds. They try to go up towards the A ramp, but it's all futile. Now 3 versus 5. The bomb looking to make its way to B. Lex on the Galil may be able to shut this down before things even get too close to the bomb site. Saturn jiggling on the stair. First to take contact here. He's got the bomb, so maybe not the best of ideas as yet. There goes the Galil raining out for another one. Strife still yet to find any success here on the C side. It's not going to change around either. Goes 1v5.
Wow.
He shuts it down. Mythic perfect round, build up a buffer.
I mean, that was the force buy that came through from Strife, and Mythic, they don't even drop a single player. So, really successful in that regard. And look at the economic situation here for Strife. They literally can't even afford a P250 or a flashbang, or I mean, they will go for one, but it means that Joel's is going to be slightly implicated when it comes to his weaponry in the next round. So, yeah, this should be an easy third for Mythic on the trot, and that's going to be giving them some nice momentum here in the decider. Yesterday, oh wait, Jojo going to get chased down. He has to turn, he has to burn, he has to take the fight, and he's going to come out on top with the bite. Does the damage, and he sends Strife packing on the course for the ace, tapping away. Actually, he will get the shots. There we go. Jojo loves to tell the tale, and he locks it down single-handedly.
Rebuy coming in. Strife. They've not got everything they may want. You know, 2 Galils bought up, Slight. He's yet to hit the scoreboard. He should be able to get himself an AK. Get booster seated, idiots. Oh my god. You know what, Jojo? I was laughing with you. Now I'm laughing at you. After that comment.
Antran, I don't think you know that you're the only person who can read the chat. So every time you refer to it, you're having your own conversations in your own world.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mythic have gotten aggressive towards A ramp. They've got some nice control to work with. It seems like Strife are happy to get the early control up. Oh, Slight, he actually just tries to walk through the smoke. He phases straight through, but on the other side, Sluggy lies in wait. And he's just going to take that kill every day of the week. So, less than ideal start to this gun round for Strife.
Lex, once again, going at a different position, but maybe one that goes uncleared nonetheless. He may have spotted the shoulder of a player boosting him up. They know the silent boost is coming in, and I like that he holds the trigger. He wants to wait. He tells Jojo, yeah, they're boosting up. Just get ready. Post on it and get that free kill. Now, Nade gets dunked deep. Austin, if things weren't bad enough, he's back down to 66. Jojo adds on to the tally. 7 in the past 2 rounds combined. Looking for more of the A-bomb site take. Looking to be in full effect as Amali is dunked to potentially give them some safe haven and getting the bomb down.
Yeah, at least, yes, it's a 2v4, but at least they're going to be able to turn this into a post plant. Let's see how they're going to try and play the situation out, right? Like, there's so much util here for Mythic on the retake as well. This should be near impossible. Sluggy, the low HP player, is going to offer himself up first. I guess that makes sense. Try and get the information and feed that through to his healthier teammates. They all have kits. They got everything that they need right now. The question is whether they're going to be able to find the kill. And Joel's, well, he's taken Lex down on the flank. So now Strife can actually focus their attention towards the bomb site. Stamina's going to be mollied out of position. He connects on the shots. Jojo, he's actually gotten off the defuse. He could have completed it, but he's actually still going to be able to find the kill. And the defuse will come through. So Calm gets restored and Mythic get themselves a 4.
Dude, Jojo had a very quiet game on Ancient, and ever since, he has turned the hell up. 8 kills in the past 2 rounds. Mythic on 4. They like to keep going here, too.
Yeah, he has been in sublime form since Ancient, right? We had what, like a 10 or 15 minute break between Ancient and Mirage. He was doing some heavy lifting, man. He was shooting bots, he was KZing, he was in the hyperbolic chamber, and he's just come out a completely different beast.
This is the performance that, you know, comes from somebody who's verified on Twitter. Deserved.
At least he's living up to the name, right? To the expectations. We're going to see J-Dubs looking to get aggressive again. This is the stock standard, maintaining this forward position. This is the default for Mythic. And it's what they're going to carry on doing throughout the entirety of this half until it gets disrupted again. Spike goes through the smoke. J-Dubs takes him down. At least Stamina gets the trade, but not the worst result for Mythic. I mean, generally we'll speak about the 1-4 trade at the start of the round favoring the T side. But it's not the end of the world. And Flom's going to get boosted. The question is going to be about the timing. And Stamina's actually bypassed them.
I don't think he's going to be able to spot him, though. Maybe he will. Okay, timing is the biggest benefactor for them. But Stamina, even though they've lost the bomb, they've been able to pick up the kills tenfold back for them. Jojo and Lex in before the retake commences. Flash on his back. I thought he was just going to maybe go through that smoke. Jojo, though, is going to decide the better of the 2 options in the very end, though still a disadvantageous retake. 2 smokes to go around, a flashbang, a nade, though defensive positions could be very difficult to counter here for Mythic. Smoke's just going to come in from the CT side. As one of them fades, they give themselves an opportunity here, especially with Jojo finding that kill. Continues his hot streak, spotting out Joel's. They're going to be expecting somebody to side all for sure. And with Lex knowing that they're getting that kill to come in, it's a 1v2. Joel's holds for the jump up, but Lex finds them both.
Wow.
Mythic, they make a 2v3 retake. We're dropping nobody in the process. Jojo makes it look doable, but Lex is the real hero for Mythic because they get themselves a 5th.
Yeah, they make it look easy, man. What a sick retake coming through there from Jojo and Lex, and they both live to tell the tale as well. I mean, as you say, they had a perfect understanding of where each of the remaining Strife players were set up in that post-plant situation, and they just clear them out systematically, get the kills. And, I mean, they've still got so much money in the bank here as well. Mythic are sitting really pretty right now in Strife. Well, they need to come to life here on this T side, otherwise they're going to be dealt a serious blow and get eliminated from this closed qualifier altogether.
I thought Flom was going to be going for that A-ramp pick. Maybe he didn't have this spawn, though. They're still taking a very offensive position here. Stamina looking to contact up in the smoke. Almost picking up on the AK. We'll be able to convert. Swaggy,
oh my.
couple of stray bullets in the smoke. Almost finds him 2 kills. Getting away with more than 1.5. That is huge. Back to a 4v4 we go. And Mythic, they just keep dominating in these early rounds. I mean, sure, they don't find the opener, but I'd take that trade tenfold.
Oh, man. And Lex has been able to get a kill back for the team as well. Taking Austin down.
It's a blowout.
He's gonna
man.
have.
This is a blowout.
Yeah, he's gonna have some more work to do here right now as well. His job's not done just yet. He can't clock out. We're gonna see the boost coming through. Lex, is he gonna spot them out again? It looks like they're not directly checking for him right now. Okay, man, 55 seconds left on the clock. Strife in the 2 versus 4 need to try and find some sort of a pick here to open up the site. Lex steps out on a perfect timing, drops the bomb, and now he just needs to try and stay alive for as long as he can for the support to come through. No, scratch that. He just steps out and finds the frag. Why not?
Damn, Lex turned up too, apparently. 9 kills for him, 10 for Jojo. Mythic, they're sitting comfy right now. So, going up against the Eco, if they can just keep this streak up, man, it won't be long before we see them wielding a half victory nonetheless. Strife, they found themselves in a very bad situation, to say the least, when it came to the CT side of Ancient, right? Or was it CT side or T side? It was CT side, I thought so. It was 7-2 at one point. This, it's looking a little more one-sided than that. Not saying something, man. Mythic, they are upset with how Ancient went. They look to go for the 2-0 reverse sweep.
Yeah, what was done to them yesterday, right? Where they won the first map of the series yesterday, they end up losing the series. So, yeah, now they're looking to try and inflict the same here to Strife. We're going to be seeing Jojo on the angle. Only good for the 1 kill. Couldn't find the transfer that he was looking for. Still the man advantage in player for Mythic, but it is an anti-eco, so shouldn't be a question of whether they win the round or not. More about how clean they can make it, but this is not looking good right now. 3 versus 3. Side control secured here for Strife. Work to be done for Mythic on the retake.
I'm actually really surprised none of these Mythic players throw a Molotov to stop the bomb plant from coming in. Sitting behind the generator, though, this is the first line of defense. Stamina. He finds anything here, and it may just be done and dusted. Retake out of the question, out of the picture. No chance for it. J-Dubs looks to his left. Stamina only able to convert one. It's the tech 9. 1v1, and the bullets, they come in. So, wait, what? Mythic, they have so much util, but they don't try to deny the bomb plant. Lex, I'm so confused as to what that play was, right? I mean, he drops the smoke. I understand maybe he was like trying to catch Strife with their pants down. You know, they think the smoke's coming in, so they have safe haven to walk up. But like, Lex in the middle of the bomb site doing it. Like, it's not like he peeks around from the headshot angle. He just swings from the open. And then he gets screwed over because the movement and accuracy. Mythic, they've still got a 6-2 advantage, but now this is more like what we were seeing on Ancient.
Yeah, I feel like they were very disjointed on the retake there as well, Ant. I mean, yeah, very chaotic scenes, which is what also allowed Strife to thrive, I suppose. On that B bomb side, just making it work. I like how they all commit to the cause as well, by the way, from the T side. They all fight with one another. Didn't just leave the generator player high and dry, and that's essentially how they were actually able to get across the line. But that round can't be in vain. They need to follow that up with another round win. But Lex, he continues to do work here on the B bomb site, man. He's found himself another pick in the round, and it hasn't been traded either. Jojo getting aggressive though. Loses his life out to Jules. I thought he was just going to be hugging the wall. I don't think you need to be forcing the issue like that, especially when you've already found the opening pick in the round. At that point, you take your profits to the bank. You play the 5v4 out, and you force the T's to make the next move.
Mm-hmm. I like that Sluggy's trading positions with the teammate on the A-bomb side here, though. He's got the Molotov, so as soon as, like, the actual smokes come up, and especially with how long Strife are taking, they're just going to be able to deny this bomb plant from coming in. No, Lexi's picked up another on B. That's the bomb down. Mythic, they know exactly what's going on. The bamboozle, it's not going to work. Strife, they're almost forced, locked into going towards me with 35 seconds to go. Lex even looks to regress towards the danger position. Stamina, he's expecting a player being here. The Molotov tags one up, trying to get the kill, but maybe a little too overzealous there. Flom good for the trade. 25 seconds now, still trying to push their way up towards the B stairs. Smokes flying in, but Flom's off. Looks to continue to post up and find more. J-Dubs assisting him. It's a 1v3. Slight with 33 health. He was burning in the Molotov. Lex couldn't find him, but J-Dubs certainly can. Mythic back to winning ways.
I feel like it's a really important round for Mythic to win as well, because sometimes we see teams get off to these types of starts and then they lose an anti-eco round, and then afterwards the team that, like, you know, that we're losing all the rounds, after they win an eco, like, they just begin their momentum and they begin a train of their rounds. So because Mythic just come back and win the round immediately afterwards, it just puts a cap on that immediately. It just denies Strife any chance to try and build into that momentum off the back of the eco round win. And now they reduce back to square one. Look at their money. Yes, 2 players have enough to buy, but 3 certainly don't. So that's why we see the timeout being called. Probably going to be an eco here from Strife. If they go for the force, I mean, yeah, it's an option, but it means that they're going to have a bit of a half buy, and the economy is going to be in the toilet going into the next round as well. So yeah, it's going to be the eco call in the end, which I think is definitely the right option.
And Mythic, this time around, they shouldn't blunder it. What's really unfortunate, though, I want to point this out, is Flom has consistently, like, I mean, he is obviously the A player with the AWP in hand. He has consistently not gotten the spawn to go for the A ramp peak, and that is just super unfortunate, man.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. It's, okay, I'm just watching this with bated breath right now. Strife look like they're about to just burst in towards the A ramp. J-Dubs and Sluggy are waiting on the opposite side right now. This has been the go-to play so far for Mythic, is to put numbers here towards A ramp. As I said, this is going to be the protocol until Strife can disrupt the setup. This is what Mythic are going to be doing every single round. It's that cross smoke that's been thrown. Sluggy drops the molly though, and J-Dubs is going to be playing around it. The one way is the smoke. It gives the T's an opportunity to get here towards the scaffolding, but it's a flashbang for J-Dubs to play off. Good for one, but he gets traded out immediately afterwards, and this could get dicey.
Flom. There he goes, activating on the AWP Strife. They were able to go 1-for-1 towards the A ramp, but at this point, I don't know if continuing your feet at this part of the map is going to be the most optimal strategy. Flom, I actually thought for a second he was going to go on a mid-sided rotation, but now with 45 seconds to go, Strife have the smokes, have the util to try and come up and exploit this bomb site. Sluggy mollied out of position, so he should be able to punch in the numbers for pretty free. Sitting in his way, Flom not able to convert here. Maybe a little quick.
No.
What? Okay, I thought the lineup wasn't good enough. Instantly takes care of him. Now, we may see the spam coming above the smoke. Nah, they're just gonna let him punch in the digits. Finally, it wouldn't be the most optimal play to go sprinting through. Jojo takes care of Austin. It's 1 versus 4. We're like forced out of position, and they even know where he is. Swami's just gonna hop on the bomb. Tell his boys, go ahead and take care of him for me. I'll take the defuse. Free RWS and a free round from everything.
8-2. Mythic continue their dominant run here on the CT side of Vertigo. Job's not done yet, though. Obviously, by any stretch of the imagination, still a lot of work to be done. But they've gotten themselves in a very commanding position. As for Strife, they need to come to life. I mean, otherwise it's going to be the end of the run here in the DreamHack Open closed qualifier. And in, you know, the shortest path possible. Lose your first game in the upper bracket, lose your first game in the lower bracket. That's the end of your run, man. Nothing to really take away from that sort of a run in a tournament besides disappointment. So, yeah, let's see who's going to be able to take the win here, or how this is going to be playing out. J-Dubs, oh, is he going to get spotted out? Actually been bypassed by Stamina. He's gone all the way through into the A bomb site. This is such a good position. I love that he doesn't actually go for the kill, because he knows that there's so much more up for grabs here if he can completely infiltrate the defense, and he's going to be finding Flom completely with this back turn free frag for sure.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate scene, but no, I mean, his Stamina's outgamed them. They may be able to outgame them back.
It's not done yet,
picks them back up.
Lex.
Both of them towards B. You're right, Lex. He's got a lot on his plate here, but again, they don't clear him. Things are going to get sketchy here. Needs to convert this M4's break. Can't. Dinks come in. Jojo, it's all up to you, my friend. You got to get a big multi-kill. There's a lot of potential to do so, but still that flank coming in from middle. J-Dubs on the B flank. Jojo, now you've just got to stay alive. Be weary of this play. Come in. Joel's moving in accuracy once again is going to cost somebody. This time, it's not a Mythic player. It's a 1 versus 2. Somehow, some way, this round is flipped on its head. J-Dubs almost converts the kill. There's still a chance here for Strife, right? Both of these players very, very low. Slight. If you can isolate these 1v1,
oh,
gonna get some scary
J-Dubs.
But nah, J-Dubs isolates it.
Dude.
2 kills for him, 3 for Jojo. Only need 2 players on Mythic to get a 9.
I know, that's such a problem for Strife, though. They had everything going for them in that round. They find the kills. They even had Stamina with that crazy infiltration play. Gets through the defenses completely undetected. He gets Flom. It feels like Strife outthink themselves. They should have probably just tried to commit to that A bomb site in the end. They tried to go B. Lex, he gets a kill and he does a significant amount of damage and he stays alive to buy time for Jojo to rotate. Jojo, even then, he gets a kill and he stays alive as well, right? Which is what allows J-Dubs to be so successful on the flank. So, massive round coming through from the both of them. Double open player for Mythic, and they've got themselves a very strong 9-2 lead right now.
Could add on to it as well. Could very, very well keep adding that up in their favor. 1 round to lock in double digits, man. Like, this is utterly being annihilated in Mythic's favor. I don't understand what switch they must have flipped on right after they lost their map pick of Ancient. We were like, yeah, they got a weak Mirage. This is probably done and dusted 2-0. Nah, they fought back. Pretty hard fought. I believe it was like 16-9, something like that. Strife couldn't end up closing it out in the end. Actually, no, I think it was like 16-11. Anywhere, it was somewhat close again. But yeah, no, we're seeing Mythic in full effect here. And this is really good to see from them, who look to show promise in the event. A 5v5 retake. Let's see what promise they've gotten to this one.
At least they've been able to get the bomb down and keep all 5 players alive here. It's going to have to be a retake coming through from Mythic. Let's see what sort of post-plant positions Strife are going to be setting up here. Slight with the AWP in hand. He's only got 1 kill so far to his name. Gonna have to find a couple here with the AWP. And Flom, oh no. Flom's gonna be able to best him and come out on top. That leaves his teammates with the job to do. Mythic starting to make their way forward. Util starting to come through. How on earth is Flom connected on that shot through the smoke? Everybody faltering here for Mythic. Oh no, they haven't even been able to pick up a single kill. The defuse will come through. Saturn, well, he will stay alive, but it's all in vain. Mythic have gone up 10-2. Strife, that was one of the best positions they've been in this entire half, but it just ends up being a disaster.
5 versus 5 retake. Are you kidding? That's embarrassing for Strife. Like, what?
Not even 1 kill.
Not 1 kill. How? I'm lost for words, Hayes.
Yeah, it's a situation that could come back towards Strife. J-Dubs, he continues to also plague them towards ramp. He's found stamina again. Strife, they just can't find anything, Anthran.
Like, Mythic are just abusing this weak strike offense. It just, I don't think they know what they're doing on this map, to be completely honest with you. It doesn't seem like it's in their map pool, and yeah, I think we're seeing why. I think their expectation was to close it out in 2. Or else you're going to see a result like this. Trade, though, has come back. Joel's... No, I'm sorry. It's Slight who's good enough for 1. As it looks like it'll be another mid to B crunch. But the last time they did this, I don't think I have to tell you how it went.
Nice.
It most certainly wasn't well.
That's a nice shot there coming through at least. Man advantage picked up here for Strife. And there's nobody on the A site right now as it stands for Mythic. So that could be a chance, but it doesn't look like Strife are going to be heading to A. They're going towards B anyway. And we've seen how successful Lex has been here on the defense. Let's see if that's going to continue to be the case. Joel's, well, he's sort of lurking in towards mid right now while his teammates make their way in towards this B-bomb site. Jojo on the angle, going to miss the first shot, but that can take the heat off of Lex. Jojo's certainly not going to be missing the second. That's when Lex steps out. He gets himself a double. It's only Joel's left remaining. His position's been compromised as well. Flash high into the sky. He's actually looking for Jojo. They actually exchange shots as well. Joel's leaves himself in a winnable position. He's so low right now. He has baited the shots out from Lex. Only 17 seconds left remaining. AWP picked up. Joel's doesn't connect on the shot. He misses, and Lex will give him the punishment. It's 11-2. Mythic continue to win these all-important rounds.
Strife, I'd say they have to take an eco. I'd say this should be a save, but nah. You just got to force up at this point. This map is T-sided, fellas. And, you're walking away at 11-4 at the best case scenario. Coming into this one, you got an AWP, a Galil, a Tech 9, and a timeout to talk things over. Because what in the hell is going wrong?
Oh, it's unfortunate. I mean, I'd say probably the biggest theme of this entire half, the biggest issue is just how unsuccessful they've been at contesting A ramp. I would say that's been like just the standout theme for me. Like Sluggy and J-Dubs have just had so much free control there deep into the round, so much information that Strife just haven't been able to pressure that A bomb site enough to pull the rotations off of B, to pull rotations off of mid. And they keep heading back to B, hoping it's going to be a weaker defense because they don't have the option to go A because they don't have that ramp control. So they keep getting funneled into B. Because Mythic have deep ramp control, they constantly have numbers on B. It's not just one B anchor by himself. Jojo's always there supporting Lex. So they've got that bait and switch. They're playing off of one another. Look how many kills they've got. It's actually Jojo and Lex who are the 2 top fraggers because Strife keep getting funneled into this B bomb site.
Problem is, they aren't switching up the pace at all. Like there's no fast nades, mollies coming in from Mythic, like to stop for this push. And Strife they haven't been doing anything about it. Stamina is currently the only player there. It looks like they want to flash somebody through that smoke. J-Dubs sits behind it. Stamina, it seems like he's ready, waiting, patient for this to come in. That is a risky spam, guy. 30 HP, and he still just tries to connect. Stamina continues to push up as he knows this time he's done damage. Long looks up on the AWP. Are they gonna get funneled in B again? No. 1-for-1 trade. One of the ops dropped.
Okay, not a bad result, but look at how much damage has been done across the board as well. 2 players on both of the teams now severely low. So this is a very balanced round as it stands right now. But a must-win round for Strife, right? I mean, lose this and can you even come back from a 12-3 half on a map like Vertigo heading into the CT side?
No.
Especially considering you'll be going up against an informed Mythic who have got all this momentum behind them. You suspect they're going to have like really well coordinated A ramp protocols as well for Mythic, right? Like, obviously the team's pretty new, so they wouldn't have had that much time to work things out, but I suspect they'll have a pretty decent T side, at least decent enough to close out from here. Let's see. What can Strife do? Finally, look at what happens when they've got the A ramp control. They can actually just exec their way forward. They've got that situation to work with now. Even numbers. Plant's going to come through, and actually it will be secured.
I don't know if it'll be secured just yet. Well, the bomb will be secured, but the round most certainly not. There's still a lot of players to try and take care of. We saw so many retakes go successful for Mythic. No matter the numbers, it just hasn't mattered so far, though. As you said, a couple of these players low. Slight AWP reigns out for one. Now they have an advantage in the retake. This is the best situation they've been in so far. The hello, Austin? How is he not able to find that kill? You hear the tags coming into the bomb site, and it's Flom in the 1 versus 2. Just tries to bomb and Slattern takes him down. I'm actually surprised they don't continue to spam through that smoke even after they hear somebody in it getting tagged up. Strife, though, good on them. The forest buy finally puts another in their back pocket, but still, I think it's just too far gone, too late.
I mean, at least they're giving themselves the bare minimum. At least they are doing, the absolute bare minimum in Counter-Strike. Like the general rule of thumb to say that the game isn't completely over in the first half is 12-3. Like anything less than 12-3, and it's like, yeah, tickets. So let's see if they can pick up a fourth. 11-4 certainly looks a whole lot better than 12-3 does. I'll say that for sure.
Strife, they still have yet to do a fast ramp play. Like, Mythic are continuing to do this, like, really weird default where they have one person on both sides of, like, one man being Ivy, one person being, like, towards sandbags. And, like, Strife have shown zero reason for Mythic to worry about these one-on-one aim duels, because they just respect the smoke instantly. It's actually a sick angle. I don't see this help too often. But, no, I mean, like, Strife, they needed to earn respect through this half, and that's just something they didn't do. J-Dubs on the AUG, depending on what Slight looks at, may have a free kill coming his way. Slight, that's not a shot he's gonna miss. Coming up towards A. Lex, how is he able to get away alive? Like, what? Dude, like, that just kind of sums up this half. Strife missing their shots. 1v1s, not able to convert. Now Mythic, even though they're down a man, I don't think they have too bad of a chance to come into the retake.
Oh, you want to? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to consider that statement again? Work being done here. Slide's picked himself up 2 kills in the round. He's come to life here on Vertigo. It's taken him a while. He found, 3 kills in the previous round. He's found 2 here as well. Lex, he's been great so far, but this is going to be even too far out of his reach, should I say. Might even get the first, but that'll be it. Nah, not even a kill going to be coming through. 11-4. Mythic have a fantastic first half, but Strife just leave the door open ever so slightly by picking up the last 2 rounds of the half. Ever so slightly, just say, maybe not, the game's not done just yet. What it does mean, though, is that the pistol round is of utmost importance.
Not gonna lie to you, I think this game's done. I think Mythic have already got all that they need to work themselves into a series win here. Look, their T side, it's been inconsistent, but this shouldn't be too far out of the realm of possibility. Coming in from that T side they had on Mirage, actually pretty decent. Everybody was hitting shots, nice plays for them around the board. Especially when Strife weren't able to have the AWP. When they weren't able to field that weapon, they really couldn't say too much on those defensive stances. So I don't think that's going to change on a map that doesn't even favor that side.
I think that's fair enough. I mean, for me, it's going to take that first gun round to come through before I can sort of assess the situation. But that means that they're going to have to get to that first gun round still with the game alive. So it all begins with the pistol round here. And you never really want to say that the pistol round is a be-all and end-all. It's just they're so goddamn random. There's so much that can happen. And it's not something you want to have to rely on. So yeah, we'll see how Strife end up playing it out. As for Mythic, well, they got a smoke and 2 flashes on Flom. Armor across the board outside of that. And they're going to be spurred on right now, man. They're going to be feeling it. As I said, yesterday they got reverse swept after they won the first map in the series. They went on to lose the following 2 to Chocochek. So they're going to be hoping to inflict that same storyline here on Strife, who were able to pick up Mythic's map. They won that 16-14 on Ancient. Then we went to Mirage, where Mythic were able to get the job done. And now we find ourselves in the second half, the final half of the evening in the DreamHack Open North American closed qualifier.
I'm not 100% sure you're about to see a quick B hit from Mythic. 1 smoke, 2 flashes. I mean, look, there's either 2 things that can come from this round. Either they go up ramp, they try to work all the way up through the side hall, they throw that left side sight smoke and plant because of it. Or they go up B. Flom throws the smoke to, you know, block off that cross, or rather the spot from Guardian, and throw those 2 flashes in to help his teammates come up through the B stairwell. And I think that's the more likely of the 2 options. Because, I mean, sure, the flashes could help over towards A. I feel like you don't really want them on Flom. Because if he's throwing that site smoke, you're already coming up from side hall. The flashes aren't going to do you too much justice. So, like, if you were to have them on a different player who was going to sit, like, in T-spawn and flash for that pick at ramp, so Strife couldn't get info, then sure. But, again, it just leads me to believe that this is going to be a B hit.
Well, let's see. It does look like that's the direction they're heading in right now. Flom's got the flash out ready and waiting. Just going to pop that through the window. There is a bit of a fake as though they're going to be rushing in towards the A side, but surely because they just start walking, like, that has to be so choreographed at this point.
Oh,
like, even in the matchmakings, that's a strat that comes out so regularly, and you can see now that actually they are going to be starting to rotate.
The problem is Mythic didn't account for somebody actually going up to spot out and get the information, though. This is what I'm saying, man. Flom, he's got the smoke to go for the generator cross and then flashes to help his boys get up onto the bomb site. 2 of them that being. The god flashes for B are actually kind of sick, but I don't think they're going to need them that much. In comes this retaking CT squad. Couple of them blinded up. Actually, flash goes back from them. Slight picks up the first. Continue to trade. 1-for-1's going in their favor now is J-Dubs and JoJo. Alongside Flom, they've all converted a kill. Looking for more. Saturn's even been tagged up through the smoke. And, yeah, looks like this may just be the end of it here. 2 versus 4. Maybe they get a couple of nice shots to bring it back, but in the 1v4 offense, he's going to have to do something utterly absurd, and Mythic won't allow it. 4 to close it out. Strife. They battled hard to get here, but Mythic, it looks like they're the better team on this day.
Oh man, the pistol round was so important for Strife, and it actually works out perfectly for Mythic. I thought Strife should have reacted a bit quicker there, man. Should have responded to the fact that, yes, they heard all those footsteps, but they didn't see any further presence at all on the A side of the map. Yes, they had the retake protocol in place, but I suppose they just couldn't connect on their shots when it mattered the most. Now, well, it matters more than ever, right? Desert Eagles picked up. It's a force spike coming through for the Strife squad. And let's see if they might be able to upset Mythic coming into this round.
Okay, the spam, that wasn't even like a shot that was lined up. That was literally just a spam stray bullet connecting. I'm gonna call that entirely luck. Like, oh man, Stabbing, he's probably laughing that one off. Hopefully you see some smiles on the Strife faces, because it's like, when you're getting beat down like this, the worst thing you can do is get in your own heads, right? Like, even if you think this game is already a whitewash and you're gonna be lost, have a good time with it. Why the hell not, you know?
Yeah, fair enough. You can apply that to anything in life, I guess. You want to try and minimize the pain, maximize your enjoyment. Lex gonna be stepping out here. There's 2 players towards the side of the map right now, and the player towards the stairs is going to be baited in. Joel's is good for 1. The trade comes through, and J-Dubs, he does the most for his team. It's a double kill from him. Slide going to be the first responder, dropping a smoke of his own. He's got the Desert Eagle as well, but hasn't actually been able to get him to deny the plant. And JoJo, what the hell, bro? Straight through the smoke. He doesn't give a damn.
Why is this guy a P90 god for some reason? Like, I don't understand.
He clearly knows something about the gun that nobody else does.
Did you see, like, in the last map where he gets a kill in CT, goes for the BM, and then just, like, gets tagged twice for the deagle and flicks all the way from, like, the CT steps to market and gets a double dink?
I didn't actually catch that.
Dude, I was, like, my jaw was dropped. I didn't understand how he did it. Alongside the
you know, I figured it out, and I figured it out. It's the fact that it's got 50 bullets in the magazine, and it is the ultimate BM weapon because you can spray your opponent's body way more than with any other gun.
PB Boston.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've just outdone me. Job done. Negev.
Owned. Negev too. Yep.
Oh,
Does the M249
man.
have more? No, M249 only has 100.
As we said, owned. Speaking of being owned, Strife are getting owned right now, man. They're being taught a lesson here by Mythic in the most harsh fashion, 13-4. Joel's, he spots the player out towards ladder, steps out, but oh, if they didn't have bad luck, they wouldn't have any luck, Anthran.
And JoJo once again on this P90, he's going to continue to lead the charge in B. Stamina picks one back up in middle onto Flom, but this P90, man, it's a nightmare scenario for Strife. There's nothing they can do about it. He's charging up the Guardian, picked up 3 headshots, 14-4, 2 to lock it out. It was a save from Strife, so they'll be able to invest here, but I wonder, are they going to be able to get any CT-sided rounds, or are we just going to see a quick whitewash 5-0 on this D side?
It's just like, here's Johnny. It's just running forward with the
Here's
P90.
Johnny.
Yeah, exactly. That's Jojo right now. Here's Jojo with this P90 charging them down, chasing them the whole time. 14-4. Okay, Strife. Not just for the round, not just for the map or the series, but for your entire run in the tournament.
Oh,
wow.
J-Dubs, man. You're gonna start it off on the right foot, already
destroy
picking up the headshot
Slight.
on the Slight. Look at Jojo, dude. Like, they know they're going against a full buy, but he just doesn't care. In fact, he's just gonna grab the AWP. Maybe look to continue to force some fights here as he looks to walk a pick into this A bomb site, which they've already been able to find a little bit of success in. Got a teammate behind him, so it's not like if he falls, there won't be a trade. But I do like that even though Mythic are up by 10 rounds, they're still playing Counter-Strike. I mean, they're not trolling, they're not just throwing it to have a good time, right? They're actually playing coordinated.
Oh, no,
they don't want
this
to give anything
matters.
up. They just want to close this out.
Yeah, you can see how much this matters to them. They're giving it the utmost respect right now. And we're going to be seeing shifting in towards the safe bomb site. There's two players here for Strife right now. Saturn on the crane. This is just that do or die position. Normally one and done. Because there's two players here. Flashbang comes out. He will be able to get a kill. But trade comes through immediately afterwards from Flom. And they know that flash had to come from somewhere. And that flash was Stamina. Util going to be forcing him back. The wall of smokes is up. Stamina, he's not content with sitting back and waiting. But he's not going to have any options. Plant secured, and now Strife are going to have to retake a man down, and there's only 1 point of health here for Joel's as well. You can see it looks like Stammer's discussing it. Are we even going to go for this, guys? Do we even go for the retake here? Lose this, and we definitely probably... Oh, I said we definitely probably. Well, we definitely lose the map because we have no money. So I think that's the discussion they're having, but they're setting the util up for the retake, Ant.
I think maybe one or two. No, they are actually going for this. Interesting because there's no kit, so time is starting to tick too low. Flom picking up another in the AWP. It's just going to go for the quick light flush. 1 HP. Joel's running for the hills. Lex hears it and he wants to hunt him down. He smells some blood in the water. Maybe he finds it, maybe he doesn't. But Joel's actually able to get away. Mythic out 15-4. Match series point. 11 chances to stop them from being alive in this tournament. 11 chances to say bye-bye. You lost this tournament 0-2, no wins going under your belt.
That would be so disastrous for Strife as well, man. Especially considering they were able to win Mythic's map pick at the beginning of the series. All going to be in vain, unless they can just pull off the most insane comeback. Imagine we went to overtime from here, Antlan.
Dude, come on. Come on.
Can you imagine that, Ant?
I don't really want to.
Do you want to think about that right now?
Definitely not.
Antran's casting in 3 hours from now, guys. It's crazy.
4. I gotta be up in 3 hours.
Alright, well, there we go. Strife needs to come to life right here, now or never. Otherwise, their run in the DreamHack Open North American Closed Qualifier will be brought to the swiftest end possible. Stamina.
First
Yeah.
Wins the kill, traded out by Sluggy. Good damage, though. Puts him down to 2 HP. Is our Mythic gonna go towards A here? It looks like maybe that's where they're leaning. Is J-Dubs. He's found a lot of map control at ramp.
Yeah, Saturn's here by himself right now, just sort of peeking out on a timing. 2 players committed to B for Strife. And that's kind of just based off of a gamble, right? Yes, they've got some information being found by Slight right now towards middle, but it is going to be the A hit that ends up coming through here from the T side. So let's see how much Saturn can find from this position. There's going to be a quick flank coming through from Slights as well.
Enough util to actually get them up into the bomb site. Saturn has a Molotov to drop to stop this bomb from going down. Bamas rains out some shots as the smokes create a barrier. One comes back from Mythic, though, as they've been able to lock in that advantage. Lex going to be able to punch in the numbers. The Molotov lands to tag him up to 93 HP. Though the retake in full effect. Austin takes care of the full HP Jojo now with a kit in hand, 2 smokes, and a flashbang. They want to try and get themselves a CT-sided round. J-Dubs sat inside hole. Actually, a smoke goes in his position, so it's going to get a little difficult here. All of them are going to have to fight in from the ramp side. Flash to go up. They look to come in. Austin with the only kid. He has to stay alive. He has to get on the bomb, and he has to stick it here. 1 kill coming in from Saturn. They think they defused him, or I think they got the diffuser. Maybe not. No, J-Dubs with one of the last bullets in the AK spray takes it down. It's a 16-4 domination. Mythic